What are you nervous about with IVF?
Having the baby.
You can't give the same response for every question.
It not working, us not wasting, but spending tons of money and it not working. For some families that are able to try it, 5 times, 4 times to do this process, it's one thing, but for a family like us that's just starting out, we're both pretty young and don't make tons of money yet. We're not really far into our careers. The amount of money that it takes to do IVF is a lot. I mean, it's a car or a down payment on a nice house. So,
do you think that it's worth the risk to do IVF?
Financially, I think it all depends on your odds.
Okay.
And that, like, health risks, I mean, there's really, I think it might even be healthier for especially like the mom to do IVF versus a regular pregnancy, where a regular pregnancy, your nutrients and supplements and everything that you're taking are up to you, where for IVF, they're kind of forced on you because you have to take everything.
Do you think that my hormones are going to change?
God, I hope not. We've already been practicing the craving runs, so we got that.
Okay.
You're already crazy, so got that. We've been practicing for a while.
Do you think that we are going to have more male or female results after they fertilize the eggs?
I hope male. We have enough females running around our house with Sophia and then 2 little ones.
So you want it to be a boy?
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
I will be happy if it's a girl. I will be ecstatic if it's a boy.
Okay. How do you feel knowing that this is basically the one time situation for having a kid, and this is really going to be like a one and done thing for you?
I mean, there's not a ton of pressure on it because I do my business into a cup and then my roll's over for the most part, so it's not extremely stressful that way, but knowing that like if it doesn't work, that's it, we don't really have another chance. It definitely gives you some anxiety over it.
If we do have a successful pregnancy, would you want to announce it with everyone in the room or sprinkled here and there?
We got engaged with no one in the room, so I feel like it's only fair that we announce it with everybody in the room.
Okay. When are we getting married?
November 10th.
When are we starting IVF?
Before that. Before that?
Yeah.
Do we have a date?
September 30th.
Oh.
How did you feel when the clinic called saying that they were going to move our IVF transfer date up?
Really happy and anxious, nervous, scared.
That's for you, Ned.
Oh, thank you.
That's for you.
Can I have kisses?
No.
Good, because you got chocolate all over your face.
No.
All over you.
Stop. Do you think you're going to look at me differently after I have a baby?
As opposed to the 2 you already had? Like, I've only ever known you after you had a baby.
Fair.
Dude life.
Dude life. Do you think you have what it takes to be a good papa?
I think I'm a great girl dad already. Lola, am I a good...
Come here.
Lola.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here and show everybody. We found a new baby.
Am I a good dad?
I think she pooped her pants.
No.
Shit.
Did you? Hi, baby.
Do you feel like doing ICSI with IVF now is making the process more stressful, or do you feel the same about the process?
I don't know. I feel like the way we talked about it is this is our one shot to do IVF. So with our situation, the best case scenario for us to go through this successfully and have a baby was to do the ICSI. So I think that we decided to go with the doctor's recommendation and do it, which kind of takes the decision to not do it out of our hands completely. We just decided to go with what the doctor believed was best, and hopefully it works.
Do you think getting pregnant before the wedding and before our cruise honeymoon is going to be exciting?
I'm going to be able to drink either way. So, wedding's going to be fun for me. So is the cruise. You don't drink much anyway. I think hopefully we can announce it before the wedding. I'm hoping for like a Thanksgiving. But even if we waited till the wedding, our wedding's before
Halloween
our
would be
wedding,
before.
Yeah, our wedding's before Thanksgiving.
Yep, Halloween. We'll be able to announce at
So
Halloween, technically.
we could announce it at the wedding with everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be really fun for us.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Name,
Sophia.
last name.
Soon to be Brobiak.
Very good. How do you feel about possibly having another baby?
I feel ready and excited, and I'm speaking it into existence. It's not a possibly, it's happening.
How do you feel about doing IVF in general?
At first, I didn't even think anything of it because it wasn't ever on my radar. But now I'm just excited because it's an opportunity, and that's kind of how I look at it. Regardless of numbers, I think the fact that I'm able to have another baby when I thought I wasn't going to be able to have more babies is exciting.
Does having a miscarriage prior to doing IVF change your mind on it at all?
No, and I say that because my last miscarriage was my second pregnancy, and we got pregnant really soon. It was probably like 8 months after my C-section delivery, and the doctor recommended a year or later just because of recovery, and they deemed it as a natural happenstance. It couldn't have been prevented. It's 1 in 4 women that go through it, so I don't look at it as an infertility situation. I think it was just stress, and my body wasn't healed completely after my C-section.
How do you feel about adding another baby to our household?
If you would have asked me this question when we first met, like, hey girl, you want to have my babies, which you kind of did, but I was like, can't, because my tubes are tied.
Well,
But-
mine was more, hey girl, I'm gonna put some babies up in you.
Okay. Anyways, I think a surprise, exactly. It was a surprise. Thank you. The reality is we're interrupted all of the time, so another baby at this point I think is just like, let's do it. Like, we already got so many people in this house and a dog, which if you see me moving down here, it's because Hankerton's down here. But I think one more would kind of balance us out and complete our blended family, which is why I'm excited for it. This is Senior Hankerton, Hank the Tank. There he goes, of course. And Lola again. But yeah, I'm not worried about it. I think that I'm not worried about it. I think that motherhood is a blessing, and your girl was made for this. I really think I'm such a good mom. I literally do all that I can for my kids, and I really want a baby. Why? Okay. Yes. My mom made a big deal all of my life about need to have a bunch of kids, need to have a big family, because she didn't have siblings. And I'm excited now because I feel like we're going to have a whole crew. We're going to have a crew, our own fam bam, and it's just going to be a good, fun time.
How do you feel I help out as a parent or co-parent already? And are you nervous about adding another kid with me?
I think that we established healthy boundaries early on when we were dating initially, and we dated with the intent for marriage. So it wasn't like this strange man was coming in and just immediately jumping into the position of father figure. Their dad's still around, still present, but I feel like you've done such a good job with being emotionally available, actually being present 24/7, participating in their activities and spending time with them so much from the beginning that it's just already natural.
How do you feel I help as a parent in the house? And are you worried about adding another baby to that?
Based off of your performance
Yes.
as Big Papa,
Sure.
you do a great job with taking out the trash most of the time. You do a really good job with brushing teeth at night and helping with bedtime. So I'm not too worried. I think that you did a great job with the information that you had to just come up with, like, on the spot. So now that we're gonna do this together with a fresh baby instead of toddlers, I think that it's gonna be a whole new world, a whole new experience. We're both gonna be really tired, but as long as we continue helping each other, we'll be just fine. I think you do an A job. I was gonna say A+, but I'm like, well, A.
How do you feel about having to postpone starting your career in order to have another baby?
It's worth it. 100% worth it. I finished school in half the time. I tripled up to get everything that I need to have it laid out. And when we talked to the doctor, when we first tried to decide if we even wanted to do IVF, I kind of knew then that the timing is now for this process. I'm 29. We can't really put it off any much longer, or else our numbers just go way down, regardless of whether I'm healthy or not. And I think I've got my school behind me to where I can still be a stay-at-home mom. I'm not going to stop working. I'm just working from home, so I can jump full in once all the babies are in school full-time. So it's a benefit to do it now. It would be a hindrance later if I was more developed in my career.
How is our intimacy now, and how do you think it will change after the baby comes?
I think, like all things in life, it's kind of like a wave, right? Like, there are peaks and then there are like ebbs and flows. So I think right now we have good intimacy, but intimacy is not just what we do in the bedroom. Intimacy is a lot of things. So I think right now it's great. it was a really good at the beginning, like it usually is for most people with new budding relationships. This man told me he loved me like day 3, y'all. So that's another video we can talk about later about our dating background and how that was. But we approached this with seriousness, with commitment, like from day one of even meeting each other and talking. It was, I'm only interested in this. I don't want to pursue anything outside of this. And that's basically how our relationship started. And it was just like, oh girl, I love you so much. Will you be mine forever? Like immediately. So good intimacy, good romance. And I think after the baby, I think it's just going to multiply our love and respect for each other. I'm not sure about the physical. I think obviously there's a period of having to wait just per doctor's orders. So other than that, I think it'll be interesting to see, but I don't think we'll ever have a problem. This man's trying to get anything out of me, I'm telling you. I don't think we'll have a problem.
You didn't get a big wedding your first time that you were married. We're having a big, expensive wedding now.
Thanks, mom-in-law.
And you got your perfect dress, everything picked and planned out. How do you feel about now doing a pregnancy before the wedding? Oh, and not to mention, you've been on a huge weight loss journey.
Oh, yeah.
And have successfully and healthy, like doing it healthy, have lost all this weight.
Yeah.
Purposely bought your dress in a smaller size so that you would get down to it for the wedding. You did all this, and now you're going to be pregnant before the wedding. Thoughts?
Thoughts. Well, let's just get into the nitty-gritty. I would have been nervous if this was old me, but I am very much a driven, direct, honed-in person. If I want something and I put my mind to it, it will happen. It just happens. I will do whatever I need to do to make it happen. I'm just letting y'all know. I talk with my hands. But I think while my first experience was not the greatest, I'm grateful for my kids as a result of the previous marriage. I did not get the experiences that I thought I was going to, and that's okay. That's life sometimes, and I don't want to dwell on it. I think what I'm getting now is what's been deserved, what I'm deserving of. I'm a big believer in karma, and I think that all of this just happened the way it was supposed to happen. And I think the wedding is going to be a great time. I love surprises. I love surprises so much that I want to tell people the surprise like right away before it's even happened. So it's going to be more difficult for me to not tell anybody than it is to fit in the dress or to be able to still fit or to be sneaky about it. Or am I going to enjoy it the same way? Yes. I think if anything, I'm going to enjoy it even more. And I actually saw, I think we watched the video together. This lady announced her pregnancy in the middle of their vows.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but I think we might do like reception announcement.
Yes.
But whoa there. So yeah, I'm excited. I am not worried about the weight. I've maintained the weight loss for so long now. I'm not worried about regain, and that's something I've talked with my doctor about. So I think all's well in good faith. Your girl's gonna fit in that dress. I'm gonna have that little baby inside of me, and we're gonna go on our cruise with a cute baby bump. That's what's gonna happen.
How do you address your overall diet and health while being a mom that works and a mom of 2 kids? And how does that change going into a pregnancy or being pregnant?
I feel like I've fortified my mental health over the past 6 years with just the trials and growth that I've had to go through. And then I also have degrees in mental health. So I live it. I live by what I teach and practice. It's literally all encompassing. I really eat right because it makes me feel good. And I think just like with my other pregnancies, I want to give this baby the best possible outcome good health, and I will do whatever I need to do, eat whatever I need to eat, go to the doctor, put shots in my stomach or in my butt, take all the extra hormonal meds, whatever I need to do to be able to give my kids the best health, I will do it. I don't think that my mental health is going to be affected just because I've gone through this multiple times. My sisters have popped out babies. I've helped with their kids. I can handle a room full of kids. I can deal with the crying. It doesn't stress me out. I can deal with getting up in the middle of the night numerous times, cleaning up vomit, all this stuff that people don't tell you about on camera to your face. You see all this cute stuff about, oh, we're having a baby. Oh, it's so exciting. Your kid's going to crap somewhere in the house, and you're going to find it. They're going to throw up in the middle of the night all over your house 12,000 times. There's going to be days where they don't want to get in the tub. So I've been through that twice now. I've been through potty training twice. There's nothing that I feel like can be thrown at me at this season in my life without me already being able to handle it. I think you have to have some form of mental strength to even try to conceive, and that's important. So your girl's ready.
God forbid it doesn't happen, but are you prepared to deal if we aren't successful with IVF?
I think so. I think I've been aware that that's a possibility. I mean, we've said that up front, right? There's one of two outcomes with this. It either works or it doesn't. And when we talked about it already, we said either way, we have a family. We have the four of us. We have Hankerton. It's not the end of the world. Will it feel great? No.
How do you feel doing ICSI, the ICSI, versus doing regular IVF?
I think at first I was worried because there's always added risk, and sometimes I might over research, but I really want to give this the best chance that we can. And like Nick said earlier, whatever the professionals recommend are what we're going to do. Period. We can voice our opinions about it. We can discuss it. We can make content and go back and forth about why we are comfortable or not comfortable. But regardless of that, if the professionals are saying you're investing your money, you want the best outcomes, this is what we need to do, that's what we're doing. That's how I feel about it. If for some reason they were to say that there's no real difference, then obviously we would just stick with IVF. But because of our recent analysis and me having my tubes tied and this being a one and done type of situation, we just need to go ahead and sit back and listen to what they are telling us is going to give us the best result.
Action!
Action! Action!
Okay. I want you to tell me your name and how old you are. Shiloh and
Lola.
and how old are you?
Shiloh.
Okay, great. And how old are you?
5 years old, and her statue
Don't push.
2. Hers about to be 3.
Hers about to be 3. Okay. Now, today
Today.
we are going to talk about
Out.
Babies!
Baby.
babies. Who wants a baby?
Me. I
Who-
want a baby.
Don't pick your
No,
nose
no picking your
on this
nose.
video. People are going to see it.
What are you doing?
Okay. Focus. Who wants a baby brother?
Me.
Who wants a baby sister?
Me.
Okay. Who wants one baby?
Me.
Lola, is there something you want to say?
I want 2.
Yeah, we're going to move along. So, what is something that all babies need?
Everything that you see at a store for babies.
What do you see at stores for babies?
All the baby stuff.
Get your hands off your ears. Relax. Okay. So, Lola, what do you have? You got a pacifier?
I got teether toy.
Teether toys?
Pacifier.
A pacifier? So, where do you put teether toys?
And the baby's womb.
Yeah, you know they're supposed to chew on it, right?
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because they don't have teeth. Their teeth have to come out of their gums, so they teeth like Hankerton does, and they want to chew on everything.
Yeah.
That's why you give them teething toys. Shy, who's that passy for?
Hey, baby brother.
For baby brother.
Or baby sister. Or both.
Why do babies need passies?
Because they're one of stuck.
They want. Okay.
They want to suck.
Okay.
On
Because they too loud.
What are these?
Baby shit. Onesies.
Uh-huh.
2 pairs of onesies and pants. You can see it as a whale.
Do babies come out of mommy's bellies with clothes?
Yeah.
They do?
I think.
What outfit do you think our baby's wearing?
With that wiggy thing.
Carhartt.
Carhartt overalls?
Over.
You think babies come out of their mommy's bellies with their outfits on?
It'd be so much cheaper if we
It'd
did
be cheaper if they came with clothes.
You can equip these.
Yeah? Okay.
Mommy, can I open it?
We gotta wait till we get the baby.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for the baby to open it.
So, how do you get the doctor to give you a baby?
To go to a baby doctor.
And then what happens?
And then they'll take it out of your belly.
Uh-huh. And then?
And then you'll take it home.
Okay.
It sounds like a very short process when you explain it.
Yep. Where do babies sleep?
In mommy's belly at first, and then the crib.
Okay. Do they ever sleep in mommy's bed? They're not supposed to.
Because they'll fall out.
Yeah. Who tried to sleep in my bed? You and
Me.
you.
And one time I did. Because I
Yeah,
was
you like to watch the TV.
sick one time.
You were sick one time? Who's gonna share all their toys with the baby?
Not me. I don't want to share any of my toys.
You don't want to share your toys?
No.
Shy, are you gonna share with the baby?
No.
Okay, if we had 2 babies, where are we gonna put 2 babies?
And the
In the cribs? Okay.
2 cribs.
2 cribs?
At Teddy T.
At Chuck E. Cheese.
Lola.
Mwah.
4.
Action!
Shiloh.
Okay. We can't hear you when you put that over your mouth. You think your baby brother wants chocolate milk? Ew! Whose sock is that? Ew! Throw that over there. Throw it over there. Throw it. Throw it! Ew! Ew! Ah! Okay. Focus. What do you need for the baby when you're in a car?
A baby car seat.
Yeah.
I don't pet it.
You want to push the car seat?
But
What's that called?
You need that baby thing.
A stroller?
Seat that has that hanger.
Yeah, so you can carry the baby?
Yeah. The seatbelt.
Yes, with a seatbelt. Yep. Good job. How,
I told you I made it.
like Cody and JJ, how heavy do you think a baby is?
How heavy shower is?
You say, yeah. Ouch. Moving on. What do you think your baby is going to be called?
Pikachu.
Pikachu,
And I'm going to be you then.
Lucas, and Pikachu. Okay.
One of you is right.
And one of you is
One
wrong.
of you is crazy.
Lucas, Pikachu, Broviac. We'll talk about it. So, what? Ew!
Ew!
Okay, focus. Where do you get a baby?
At the baby doctor. From your belly.
At
And from
the-
a baby doctor.
From the baby doctor?
Shiloh said at the baby store.
At the baby store.
No, the baby doctor.
The baby doctor? Okay, okay. Do you have to be old to get a baby?
No.
How old do you have to be to get a baby?
How old mommy is?
How old do you think I am?
5.
Oh,
13.
13.
And 1.
13 and 1. Yeah, you're wrong. That's okay.
And chips.
Okay.
They're
What
chicken
kind of
and
snacks do you want to give to the baby?
Baby snacks.
What are baby
Little
snacks?
Smarty pants.
Mashed potatoes and milk and stuff like that.
Is your baby just going to eat mashed potatoes and milk? He's going to be a chunker.
No, no.
Chocolate milk, mashed potatoes.
What about fruit pouches?
No. Well.
You don't want to share your fruit pouches with the new baby?
Yeah.
What
You
about
will?
fruit snacks.
No. Yeah.
You can't give a little baby fruit snacks. They have no teeth.
They have teeth.
No,
No, they
babies
don't.
don't have teeth.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they have to grow out.
How
When a,
about we bring your baby liquid food?
liquid foods, like what?
Like mashed potatoes?
Mashed potatoes again.
Okay, you guys, I hope that this video brought you a little bit of happiness, where you guys had some laughs, but also a little bit of a reality check and a bit of an insight into our lives. I think it's important that we share what that looks like and that we're not cutting out our kids, because they are actively in our lives. They interrupt, but they mean well, and they are also part of our process with IVF. So it's important. It's something that we really wanted to focus on, was sharing all of us in this experience and how it looks like for each and every one of us.
Yeah, especially from my point of view as someone who's marrying into the family that they already had. It's really important for me to know that, you know, the girls feel like we're not trying to replace them, that, you know, we're not trying to have another baby that's mine, that they are all going to be my kids, and that I love them all equally. And, you know, Lola's 5, so
Yeah.
she's old enough to start giving her opinion, and, you know, she has
A lot.
emotions, and she lets you know them. And I think it's really important that the kids know that this is going to affect all of our lives, and that they should have input.
Yeah.
And we're really lucky that, you know, the girls are
It's
fully
their baby.
behind it. Yeah,
They're already on board, and it's their baby. It's not even our baby. They just, when's our baby coming? Where's our baby? Where's baby brother? That's all we hear.
So, I mean, I'm glad that you guys get to see, like she said, our kind of behind the scenes of what our day to day and our family is like.
This was pretty good too.
It's
This was
goofy.
pretty good for
it's
our
goofy.
normal day to day.
It's goofy, it's fun, it's disorganized, chaotic, but it's us. And
Yeah, it's our family.
It's not perfect, but
It'll do.
It's fun every day.
I love it, and I think that adding one more with both of the kids involved and one more with us is going to help further develop not only our relationship, our marriage, our, you know, emotional connection, but it's going to be like that with our parenting and how the kids look at us, and really, I think, solidify a blended family, which I think is also part of why we wanted to do this too.
Well, I think a big part of it is, like, it's not something that we felt we needed to do. It was something that we were just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to do, and that we both really wanted another kid.
Facts.
So it wasn't something that we felt that we needed to do for our relationship.
Yeah.
But I think it was just a really, really nice bonus.
It was
It's
our
definitely,
love
it's
child.
definitely not something that we planned on.
Yeah.
From the beginning of being together. This has all come within
After.
within the last 2 months, when we first started thinking about it, to now. You know, Sophia starts the cycles in 2 weeks.
Literally, like,
So
I go in 2 weeks for my labs and medications, and then September 30th is the cycle, you guys, where I'm getting the transfer.
it's pretty rapid pace. So just make sure you guys try and stay up to date with us. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Yes.
Forward, retweet, do
No Twitter.
everything.
But TikTok, yes. Yeah.
And
We really want to share with others, and I think that it'll not only bring positivity, but hope and a little bit of faith in this process for other people.
we'll have our next video out when?
I'm shooting to shoot content and post at least one full-length video a week, probably towards the end of the week, anytime Friday, Saturday, Sunday, check back and look for a full-length video, but you will find shorts every single day. Just every day.
We're not full of spare time, but we think we can get something short out to you guys.
There's just so much funny and relative content on a daily basis that it's kind of hard not to push a short.
Especially with two goofy little kids. It's never ending.
Yeah, it's all the time. So let us know too if there's any questions that you guys have for us specifically. It could be about our relationship, marriage, honeymooning, IVF, parenting. If you have any questions that you want us to answer, we can even do a second Q&A.
All right. Thanks, guys.
You did it again.
All right. Here, look in the camera with me and go.